Hi everybody, this is Dale. Welcome to Not Too Shabby Chic. This is another episode of hashtag Thrifted Treasures or hashtag Thrifty Finds. This is a continuation of the amazing haul I got at a yard sale. So I said I was going to have letters and stuff for you today, and I will show those to you. But first, I have a few odds and ends I want to show you that were in the bottom of a box that was supposed to be all books. So, and maybe you'll know what some of these things are. This is awesome. I love these old boxes, and you can hear something tinkling around inside. Cigars. This is a cigar box, but inside are old keys. These are original, real skeleton keys. I've only ever had fake skeleton keys that you buy in the craft store. Aren't these yummy? All kinds of old, rusty, naturally rusty, some not, skeleton keys. Is this not awesome? I love them. Aren't those cool? And here's the little Champ Clark for the cigars, made in Tampa. Tampa cigars, 5 for 5 cents. So that's old Garcia Havana Company. Love this. This little bottle, not sure, what it was for, if anybody knows. It says fluid line, let's see, the Holland, I guess that's Philadelphia, USA, and this here is the fluid line. So, not sure what was in it, but that's a cool bottle. A really heavy and old vintage 2-hole punch. And this thing is heavy, my friends. And it's got the storage thing for the confetti that comes out. Isn't that cool? If I don't tear it up. See? Leave it up to me. Let's see. Put this back in there. How in the world? There we go. So, I want to see if it works. So, let me find a piece of paper. Got one right here. And see if it punches holes. Ready? Let's see. Perfect. Still cuts great holes. And this would be a great paperweight. Then there's this little, I'm not sure what this is. Maybe a pelican, a parrot. And it says CPR-46. It feels like heavy brass. And it says class-1. So, at a minimum, a paperweight. But if anybody knows what that might be, let me know. It's very heavy. Look at this. On the old movies desks, you'd see these for receipts and mail and stuff. Isn't this cool? See if you can see the designs on it. And it came with these old receipts. This looks like a meal ticket, the Tremont House. 21 meals for $5, and they only used 4. Not good after 2 weeks from date of purchase. Isn't that cool? And this receipt is from 1908, $5. The Smith Premier Typewriter Company. That is awesome. An old receipt. I love old receipts. This is pinned with an old straight pin. And so I have that. This is the Smith Typewriter Company, and this was $5. 1908. And this was the same thing, but a little different receipt. super. They must have bought a typewriter, and these were payments. So that is awesome. And then the meal ticket. Oh, about to forget my skeleton key. So those are fabulous. I have this. It turns like that. I'm not sure what it is. It says Die T76. I don't know. You tell me. Any of you vintage buffs out there know what in the world this is. I don't know, but it's heavy. Then we have this contraption, and I don't know what this is either. On the bottom it says H.A. Farrand, Berlin, New Hampshire. Farrand Rapid Rule, January 1922. So, oh, look, there's a tape measure in there. Oh, I just now saw that. Look at that. I just found that. My Lanta. Let's see if I can pull it out. Is this one of the first tape? Look at that. It's a metal tape measure. Well, I'll be John Brown. Let's see if it goes back in. This is awesome. I just realized what this contraption is, my friends. Never saw the ruler part until just now. I'll have to play with that later. That is awesome. I've never seen one like this. It's not the handiest in the world. It will stay out for you, but trying to get it back in is another thing altogether. So we'll leave it like that. Isn't that awesome? Okay. This fountain pen that you put, I thought you put cartridges in it, but I can't get it open, so it could be that you dip it in the ink and write. I'm not sure. So we have that. We have this, very cool. It says Handy. Can you see that? Isn't that pretty? And this is like a block of lead. Not sure what it was for, but it is heavy, and all this stuff's heavy. Look at this. I love this. This is Markers Poultry Farms and Hatchery. I think this was a temperature gauge for the hatchery to hatch the chicks. Maybe not, but that's what I think that is. Is that not awesome? Then I have another bottle. This probably went with the pen because it looks like it was an ink bottle. Made in the USA. Waterman's ink. Yep, I wonder if that went together. I don't know. Then we have this. In case of emergency, notify Fred M. Dunn. There's his phone number. Believe it or not, that's what phone numbers used to look like. And E.C. Bowles. This is some kind of plate. And the new tag on it says $20. So I don't know if this went on a elevator. That's coming off there. Not sure, but isn't that cool? Look at this. The letter G for good. And the letter I for interesting. Love it. Look at the little boat. Isn't that fun? Could put paper clips or little doodads in there. Another bottle. May have been an ink, but it feels like it's clay. But could have been to hold ink. And last but not least, look at the mail postal scale. This is vintage. Look. That is awesome. Collected on rural routes for local delivery is 2 cents less per parcel than stated above. And I was trying to find a date on it, and I do not see one. But it was cheap postage. And let's see how much this weighs. ounces, 5 ounces. Now I want to see how much this heavy thing weighs right here. See, it goes off the chart. That's how heavy it is. Whoop. That's 3 ounces. See how much the bird is. Up. Get him centered. All right, he's 12 ounces. That's cool, and it works. It's be great in my pretty craft room if I ever get there. So that's all the little doodads. So now I'll show you some letters. I have this grouping that says something tax, 1937, 1938. It's the original postmarks. And maybe this was to keep Miss Elizabeth Hightower's taxes in. 1938. So we will look at these together because I have not. Individual income tax return for calendar year 1929. Can you believe it? In 1929, Miss Hightower, her net income was $776. Can you believe that for an entire year, guys? Net income, oh, $6,776. Hello. Isn't that cool? And you can see tax forms haven't changed much in all these years. It's got taxes, stocks, rents and royalties. This is for Miss Hightower for 1937. And in 1937, her net income was doubled, $12,000. And look at this. Income taxes as of December 31st, 1937. And then this is 1937, retained for your files. And this one was, yeah, all 1937. This was in the middle of it. Isn't this neat? Individual income tax return. That was for the state of Georgia. This is 1937. This must have been her federal, maybe? Duplicate copy. That's so cool. This all goes with her 1937 stuff. Fumbling around, sorry. Look, real rusted paper clips. This was Headquarters, Army Air Base Drew Field. Office of the Base Commander. This was to Colonel Charles Malin, 1944. He's writing about his son. I won't read all of that, but this is pretty cool. Read that later. Someone different, maybe somebody in her family. This was her 1939 report of income paid during the calendar year. So like her W-2s, Form 566, 1099 for 1937. 1937 again. Same lady. I don't know how many she had in 1937. And I didn't know, but these are all cool. I'm not going to try to figure it all out because it'll take too long, but I'm looking at them for the first time with you guys. 1937. Yeah, I think this, look, this is, see, notarized and everything, so maybe this was the official copy. I don't know. 1939, this was a duplicate copy. think all these went in here. Isn't this awesome? Oh, what is this? Preparing, oh, they charged her $15 in 1938 to prepare her federal and state income taxes. This had a rubber band around it that is now crumbled off. Getting under my fingernails. That wasn't real smart. Let's see what we have. I think this is more of the same, just different years. 1938. And intangibles tax return. She was definitely a lady of means, it seems. 1936. 1938. Another letter from the preparer, accountant. So these are awesome. I've never seen any vintage, close to antique, if not antique, tax returns. So that is pretty cool. So there you go. Then we have, let's see what else I'm going to grab. Let's grab this stack. These appear to be, look at that handwriting, guys. 1876. And I don't know, from an attorney, I think. Can't really read what they're talking about. That's cool. There's a business card. No foot, no horse. Veterinary surgeon. That's cool. Could have used that when I did that horse journal. October 30th, 1916, or is it 1816 or 1876? I'm not sure. Let's see. 1876. My Lanta. Look at this handwriting. This is 1876. Isn't that beautiful? Nobody knows how to write like this anymore. Dear General. I don't know what all that says, but that's just neat that it's so old. Another from 1870. This is 1878. It's gorgeous. I'll be scanning these. 1876 again. And this looks like receipt. Bill of complaint for something. Let's see what this is. In the bank. So I'm not sure. But it's old. This must be all 1876 things. Yep, all of this is from 1876. When will you send horse? Have you received letter 182 Grand Street, 14 something. It's from Western Union Telegraph Company. More letters. This is cool. This is a receipt. From Lexington, Kentucky, 1910. Keep that with the receipts over here. This is from 1876, a postcard. Wow, wow, wow. Y'all have to tell me if you want me to figure out what all these are. Spend a little more time on it and then come back and tell you what they all are. This is all talk about buying a horse on some of these. I really don't care what they say. I just love that they're old. I mean, I care what they say, but look at that one. Hemp, flax, and jute bagging and general commission merchants. 1876. Wow. So that's pretty much what all of these are. Pork, bacon, lard, and flour. Dear Sir, I can't tell what that says. Some of you might be better at reading stuff like that than I. Acknowledgement receipt of $358. Print publishers, 1876. So these are awesome. 1876. So that's what all this is. All of them are transactions. I think a lot of them about horses or a particular horse. That's what all this stuff is for the most part. Jones House, 1876. This will be handed to you by my brother, who has consented to go after Alamco at the time I wrote you my last letter. I did not think he would go for the reason that his engagements were such that he could not leave. He will hand you the papers, which I have had made out with great care, and I think you will find them all right. You will see that I have had the order to the insurance company to pay the money to you in case of loss. In the face of each policy. My attorney said they thought there would be no trouble about the matter, but that there was no point of law exactly covering this transaction. Thus, I hope will be satisfactory to you as it was. All right, anyway, transactions. Dear General, I'm able to send you another $100. Okay, he's making payments for something. Very interesting. I don't know how interesting it is to you guys, because it's kind of slow when I try to open them up and figure out what we've got. So, pretty blue paper. So we will move on from here, because that's what all that's about. Is 1876. Is that not amazing? Then we have all of these. $1906. Talking about selling a lot. Oops. So that's pretty much probably what all this is about. The onion skin paper they used to use. It's backwards. I have a letter also by same mail from Mrs. Withers' attorney saying Mrs. Withers is willing to execute the satisfaction of mortgage. Now I would suggest that you send the deed that I prepared. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So that's buying a house. There we go. I'm not going to open it all, but I have, as you can see, several papers and letters and such about the house. And this, Painters and Frescoers, 1911 receipt. Super cool. Go here with my receipts. This looks like a tallying of something where people were paid. There's an envelope. And this is all let's see. Excuse me. What have we got in here? 1911. One guest tour bug, dry goods and notions. One guest towel bug, I don't know. There you go. I think these are all receipts, which are super cool in the pink. Yep. Lots of receipts, which I didn't have that many receipts. I had some, and I've given some away, but I've got more now, like a whole stack of pink receipts. Yay. Love that. I'll be looking forward to figuring this out, and I believe I may do some bundles. I always say I'm going to do stuff, and y'all never see them in my Etsy store of some of these letters and things, because I'm not really getting orders for mystery boxes. So I've got one from Christine still to do. So I think I'm just going to do some bundles of some of these vintage finds and list them. This is from Roanoke, Virginia, and they wrote all over practicing their handwriting, I guess. 1933. Dear Ruth, 1933. I love this old looking paper. I think these go back in here. So, the Curtain Shop's another receipt. What do we got here? Oh, I love this. This is to Mom. You really are a peach, and you know how folks love them. Isn't that sweet? But I just couldn't love you more if you were a bushel of them. Happy Mother's Day. Isn't that cute? Won't that be cute in the center of a signature? Maybe. Have to see. I think it might. Then we have in this plastic covering here, 1938. Look, Chamber of Commerce. Isn't that cool? Airmail envelope. And written in pencil. This is either a tax or an estate that was assessed. I'm not sure. 1887. Another 1887. 1887. These must have all kind of gone together. Look at that beautiful handwriting on that envelope. 1912, Miss Dixie Virginia Lannert, Waynesboro, Virginia. A lot of these are from Virginia. And I lived there for a short time in high school, and my sister stayed there when I went back to live with my dad in Alabama. My dearest girl, your letter was truly welcome, as usual. Something is well enough for me to walk on. my knee is well enough for me to walk on, sweetheart. I am feeling awful blue since I got your letter saying you would not be in Waynesboro. So that must be to his girlfriend. So that's sweet. And that goes back in there. So anyway, I'm going to keep filing through some of these. 1912. This is from Furnace Company or something. Now that's a postcard. It's just an envelope. Another postcard, isn't that neat? This was from July 1924, I think. So anyway, that's all that stuff. A little bit of everything in the dates. Not sure on pricing. I'll try to keep them reasonable, but you know, I do need to make some money and do little bundles in my Etsy shop. So you guys let me know if you are interested. Well, you don't even have to let me know unless you wanted to order one without going through Etsy. Then email me at dalemcbay@gmail.com. This, Carl Ashbrook. Let's see what this is. 1904. So, oh, to his mother, 1897. Who knew they typed stuff in 1897? I guess they did. That's neat. Letter to his mama. $18.98. Another one to his mama. I wonder if this was his mama. Saved all her son's letters. I guarantee you. Yes. 1896. Sweet. Dear mother, dear mother, dear mother. That is sweet. And she saved, as any mother would, every letter. So awesome. Another letter in the envelope. Then, I already showed you that. Those are my receipts. These are more letters. 1919. Letters. More letters. This is just an envelope from the YMCA. A calling card. Oh, these are neat. YMCA vintage letters. I mean, envelopes. 1919. Another letter. Not sure the date. Another, oh, look at that little envelope. Isn't that cute? 1908. It's a letter. All these are letters ranging from the 1800s to the early 1900s. Headquarters, United States Military Academy, 1919. The superintendent directs me to acknowledge the receipt of your certificate from George Peabody College for Teachers, Nashville, Tennessee, and to inform you that the same has been referred to the academic board for consideration. Lieutenant Colonel of Infantry. Look at the tiny one, 1905. It's a letter. 1909. All these are letters. So they're cool. I'll look forward to getting into some of them. And we have this batch, which is 1876. Look like business transactions. But as you can see, because I'm getting short on time, my friends, that I've got lots of stuff here. This is all business papers. Investment company. The Bank of Commerce, 1908. Range of dates, 1900. The quick claim returned. And this is probably similar. So 1914, a receipt, another receipt. Let's see what this is. American Christian Missionary Society, 1910. Payment for her annuity obligation to her to date. There you go. And there's envelopes and various things. So that's cool. Wrap that back up somehow without tearing it up. Are you guys bored? Because I can't hear you. Calculations. That's a receipt. The hospital. These are receipts. Yay. Lots of receipts. This is indenture, so it's a note. That's what a lot of this is. And these are, you can tell by the handwriting, are 1800s-ish. Yep, 1876. So these are gold. Most of these are notes and such from the 1800s. More of those. Wonderful. Then I have 1800s. This is from the Judicial Court of Florida Bill of Injunction. Wow. I have to see what that's about because I don't know. More stuff. Now this is business transactions and things, not personal letters, which are still cool. Not sure what that is. It's a deed. This is a deed. More receipts. So fun. This is, look, Uncle Bob's Bride, a one-act play. $1934. Isn't that fun? And there's something else in there. How cool is that? It doesn't go in there. Real estate coupon bond. And Montgomery Ward order blank. That's cool. Then we have, what is this? A true old glassine bag. Abington, Virginia. This doesn't look very old, but I don't really see a date. Martha Washington Inn at Abington. It's just a piece of cool stationery with the envelope that has never been used. That is awesome. Here's Florida Vacation Centers. And 1972, I believe. So these are in this paper. That's cool. The Fargo Motel. That's pretty cool. I'll put that stuff there. It's another piece of stationery. The Natural Bridge of Virginia. So that is neat. So I'll put this stuff back in here. In my glassine bag and put that over there. Personal 1956. These are not as old. Let's see what this is. War Department, 1944. You have been selected as principal candidate for the 5th Congressional District of Mississippi for appointment to the United States Military Academy at West Point, New York as a cadet. You are therefore authorized by the Secretary of War to present yourself before 9:00 a.m. on March 6, 1945 for mental and physical examination at LaGuardia General Hospital, New Orleans, Louisiana. Wow. And this is dated July 1944 to Wendell McCoy Jr. Wow, this is these are War Department papers and stuff. Maybe when he enlisted. That's a treasure for sure. This fell out of something. Let's see what it is. Aw, Miss Janice Howell, Wed in Chapel. So there's that. So that's all I'm going to show you today for the letters. They can be a bit boring to watch, just file through, and I've got more, so on the next ones I'll flip through kind of faster. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this. I will be trying to get some bundles together eventually. My hands have gotten nasty handling these letters from the pencil, so stay tuned and look forward to more. I've got more coming, and I'll be listing some eventually. I can't promise when. I have a lot to do, as I know you guys are aware, and you do too. But know that I appreciate all of you so very much. Thank you for everyone who consistently watches and comments. It means the world to me. If you're not subscribed, I hope you will. And thank you so very much again. I love you all, and know that God loves you too. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.